Hey folks, welcome back to Gaming Garbage, where we take a look at games, chat about the gaming news in the industry, and of course string for fun. Today we're going to be doing Off the Cuff, where you guys vote on random numbers, and depending on the one with the highest votes, correlates with the game on GamePass, and then I showcase that game, and we do this on a weekly basis. And this really is to take a look at Game Pass Ultimate over a 14-month period to really see if it's worth it or not. And eventually we'll be talking about it toward the end. I did a little bit of a recap on the service itself over the last 5 months that I've had it. I've enjoyed it so far. I've also enjoyed the day one stuff, but there are some concerns there too, but we'll get into all of that as we get toward the end of the year here. But honestly, overall, I think I'm going to keep the service because, yeah, it has been good most of the time. So today we're taking a look at SSX with you guys voting for Off the Cuff this week. You guys had a three-way tie, so congratulations. I hate it when you guys do that, but maybe you guys love it. I have no idea. But anyway, I decided, looking at all of the games, to actually do one that's on sports, as I don't usually do those very often. But we're going to take a peek at some of this. So some of this I've already done.
This is a place where ice and industry meet.
This one's going to be a little bit more difficult.
Here is like something out of a science fiction movie. It's an inhospitable, intolerant,
but yeah, we don't really have like BMX biking anymore. We don't really have a lot of games like ATV versus MX or Off-Road Fury, or even skateboarding or snowboarding or skiing. That's all kind of disappeared, you know what I mean? There hasn't been very many that have been around, and it's kind of all just, you know, first-person shooter live service now. And that is like the bulk that we get. Let me see if I can actually do some of the easier stuff. If it'll let me. Oh, they kind of let you free roam a little bit. That's kind of neat.
Welcome to the first stop on the S.
So yeah, some of these you got to do in sequence. Oh yeah, this was training. Can I back out? Perfect. Yeah, let's race. Let's show a race. So these are different characters that I can choose. I've been Zoe. It looks like actually you can, once you purchase these, you can actually rank these up. Which of course down the line, you know, they'll get better. Oxygen, interesting. Huh. Oh yeah, they all got their different stuff. We'll pick Zoe again. She's the best, well-rounded. There's of course different boards in the game too, and every time you can complete a race or complete an event, you get money credits that you can spend. You don't actually have to pay for these. These you just, you know, these you actually just get, which is which is nice. And it's super handy. Actually, that's a better overall board right there. Like much better. I think we'll buy that one. Yeah, that's nice. There's also suits too. You know, so far they just seem to have cosmetics, but I think eventually they do have bonuses as well. And then even on some areas you have to have armor, so there's different armor pieces, and maybe there's even different components, including like adjustments to your wingsuit or whatever. But let's go ahead and start the run. So again, this game is a 360 game. This came out quite a long time ago. I actually don't remember what year it came out. I want to say roughly, you know, 10 years ago is probably what we're looking at. You can tell by the graphics, you can tell by the helicopter, you can tell how, you know, hyped she is, she's excited. But I really enjoyed the games in the 2000s and 2010, early 2010s, because we had so many kind of iconic games that were really fun. And I honestly miss them. Top 3 to advance. Oh yeah! I'm hurting on that one. Doing good. Tried doing a trick and that was a mistake. The game so far, it has been pretty forgiving, and which has been nice. It's definitely more of kind of like an arcadey game. she is. Oh, that sucks. She's freaking flying down there. Come on! Man, I'm doing horrible on this run. I don't know if I'm going to be able to win. Sports games are definitely not my forte. She wiped out. Yeah, when I did this the first time, I got first place, but I don't think I'll get it this time. Pretty flippin' wild.
Halfway, and this is still your race to win or lose. Alright, you got a chance of some big air here.
Ooh, I caught up a lot. A lot. Come on. Oh my word. There's something too I miss about these games is just how corny they can be. Just wild.
They say I'm overrated.
Ooh, hang in there.
Alright, here we go, the last hurrah. Make it count.
We did it. Frick yeah.
Brilliant run. You are on fire.
So yeah, there's bonuses. We have things too that focus on races. We have ones that are just for tricks. We have others that are just trying to deal with a difficult course, which they are pretty difficult. Where was that difficult course? There was one on here, I think. That was a trick one. Each region has some different areas that you could do. Armored required. Pick Zoe again. That's the only one I have right now. Not super great. Yeah, I'll keep my Zoe armor. It's the best. And yeah, the board's pretty good. Yeah, the suits are really where the money is. But see, if we had a game today, this all would be microtransaction stuff. Some of it would be free, but of course the best things, or the nicest or coolest looking stuff, would all be microtransaction. And that's the type of stuff that we have today, because we used to have games where all of that was free, and you could earn it all in game, and we don't have that anymore. And I think that's really quite depressing. Because we pay more for games now. We pay $70. There's even stuff out there talking about, you know, let's spend $100 for a game, plus the microtransactions, the season passes, the year one annual, whatever. And I mean, it's just getting to a point where it's getting pretty ridiculous. And I miss this old type of stuff, but this is why Baldur's Gate 3 is great. Lords of the Fallen, Elden Ring. I mean, these games have been great for content. Truly wonderful. And like, I still play Call of Duty, but I like the older Call of Duties better. Again, because you get the whole game, and it's just a $50 season pass for everything. But now, you know, for the same amount of, holy smokes, for the same amount of content, I mean, we're talking. Oh crap! Am I stuck on the tree? Stuck on the tree. Oh my. I just want to make it down the mountain.
You'll be fine. Come on, get up and let's go.
Well, we're flying though. Can't really see that good. Oop, she she petered out or something.
Huge jump coming up. Okay, look, you're trailing at midpoint, but just barely. Open it up a little and take this race over.
Oh, we're flying through this. We'll barely keep up.
Protective gear is really taking a beating out there. Not too long before it's flesh and bone that's absorbing all that damage.
Slowly, Grandma.
Oi, give her!
Frick. Okay. I'm still don't. Ooh, she wiped out. We still don't have a ton of the controls down. And this is tough at night, man. It's hard to see. It's brutal. I didn't hit it. I really tried. Woo! Just barely. I think I barely won
Yes!
that.
Incredible run. Keep doing that and you're going to be on top of the world in no time.
And let's try the crazy one. So each region has kind of like a crazy difficult event. And there's a element to it that's difficult. This one's trees, another one in Siberia is like ice. And so you gotta try to survive it, that's the goal. And as soon as I'm done recording this, I gotta get this posted.
Hey, if you ask me, love, workout's going to be
Start
getting
my
down.
laptop
You
up.
can have a heck of a time bagging this one, let me tell you. Trees are really thickening up off this ridge, so I say get into it, grit your teeth and go straight, real fast. If something gets in your way, you move.
Right, straight, fast move. Ha! Getting down's the best part.
Real good chance this run's going to go ugly on you, so stay alert.
Holy smokes! Are you kidding? She landed right in that. That's incredible. I'm amazed I'm not dead. She's doing pretty good. She's keeping me breathing. Yeah, this game is incredibly forgiving. I should be totally wiped out by now. There was a game I used to play on like PlayStation 1 that was all snowboarding, but it was brutal. I mean, it wasn't anything like this. I mean, when you screwed up or touched the rocks or something, it was insane. Yeah, it was wild. God, so many. Ooh. So many trees. Oh my gosh. Am I dead yet? Pretty soon. I'm just hoping to finish. Oh no, jump. Stay on the freaking snow, girl. I got some friends that are snowboarding today. Oh, they're having a good time. They invited me, but I was like, nah. Too short notice. Got a plan with the wife and kids and all that good stuff. We're almost there. Oh yeah, we made it. We made it. So I'm not super good at the tricks. but each time you complete one of the dangerous challenges, you get a better cutscene than Lord of the Ring Gollum. And then it opens up some other sections to you for the world, which is kind of cool. And again, you get repeated races, you know, jumping out of a helicopter to start your snowboard. You have a tricks course and then a danger course. And if you can complete those, then you can move on basically and open up more regions and stuff like that. And gain more money so you can buy more gear and etc. And so this is kind of the laydown of the game. And you know, these games are fun. I enjoy these. And I miss how simple they are. And I feel like, too, we don't really have a lot of simple games anymore. Like, they're simple enough, but there's so much extra stuff just jammed in there, pushed on you. And chronically, it's just like, hey, spend more money. And I feel like so many are starting to go this way. A great example is Suicide Squad from Rocksteady. You know, they made the Batman Arkham games. And we've had leadership leave from that company, and we've also had quite a few devs. They've gone off and started another studio because they didn't like Suicide Squad and where it was going. And Suicide Squad is totally a different game, unfortunately. But it's all into the looter shooter, and there's going to be a season pass or a battle pass, whatever you want to call it. And then, too, all of the combat between the 4 characters that you can play just seems pretty generic. And they even delayed this game basically for 12 months, and I really don't think it's going to do it much any favors. I think it has a better run, or a better opportunity to do better. But yeah, this was basically a AAA game, or a AA game, that's coming out in February. And usually it comes out like August, September, October, November. It usually comes out sometime during then, along with some of the other bigger titles. But I think they know they're screwed on this. And I think they know that, I think they've done the best that they can. But again, games like Suicide Squad just show that companies don't stay the same. And the trend of the 2000s and the 2010s was like huge open world type of stuff. 2000s was expansions into fidelity and making more complex gameplay, adding more features to the game, and also better graphics. But 2020 is more... It's just turned so much into just microtransactions, and I think that trend will come and go too. But again, the companies are really trying to make money because I think ultimately they're getting squeezed, and then that doesn't help the developers either because we're having a ton of layoffs and stuff too. Microsoft just announced 1,900 layoffs across multiple departments, and even the cancellation of a game. Which is not good. We've also seen that Sony's making way more money as a percentage or as a cost-benefit analysis with smaller games. We've seen, too, Ubisoft decide to cancel a lot of other IPs as well. And they're just basically sticking with The Division and Assassin's Creed. And they are pushing out Skull and Bones. I think, again, that game is going to have some fun aspects, but I don't think it's going to be great. But yeah, this is the type of industry that we have, folks. And so, you know, please vote with your money. I know I've said that a lot on this channel, but please vote with your money and be able to have a time, you know, to where you really want to spend it and give it to the companies that are building the games that you want. But what I'm amazed with is that so many AAA games can't get above 2.5 stars to save their life. Or they cancel stuff, or things are delayed, or... you know, there's more bugs than ever. And that's just the quality that we've chosen to accept every time we purchase. Like Modern Warfare 3, blatantly, this was the first real Call of Duty game that shouldn't have even been released. It was made off of DLC. They had 16 months to make it. They had 9 different studios working on it, thousands of people. And they did have some good ideas to expand on some of the gameplay and campaign and zombies, but just wasn't executed very well, in my opinion. We even showed that here on the channel. And again, they want you to spend a minimum $70 and even pay for $100 on top of the microtransactions and everything else. And I bought it used. I also got a steelbook copy during my purchase because they couldn't find the used copy somewhere. So they basically gave me a new one for the used price, which was nice at GameStop. And then I resold the Steelbook copy, and I resold Modern Warfare 3. And I mean, I made money. So on games that I think are horrible, I love doing that. And I know a lot of people bought it, but still they saw a 37% decrease in actual sales from Modern Warfare 2 to the new Modern Warfare 3. And that's a pretty big decrease. And I think they understand that, they realize that, and I think they know they're going to have to do something different with the next COD that's coming out. But, 3 years isn't long enough. It wasn't long enough then to make a game. And, yeah, now it just seems to be getting worse. So, I don't know. I think it's going to be a bumpy road, folks. I think there's going to be continued more layoffs. But these are the kind of games that I miss, where everything feels included, everything is built in, everything works pretty well. Unlike Cyberpunk when it first came out, man, that game was a freaking disaster. $51 million in refunds. That's a ton of money. And, yeah, I think if we keep battening down the hatches, we keep withholding our money from these companies that we don't approve of with what they're doing, they're going to have to change, because the customer is ultimately always right. So thanks for tuning in, folks. Sorry for the little rant right there. Sometimes I really get started and I can't help myself, but you can always find me over at YouTube at Gaming Garbage 22. That's where I archive everything on the channel. We're covering Game Pass. We cover weekly news. We also do I do co-op stuff with several friends like Warzone and Lords of the Fallen right now. Shepard and I, we're going to start Halo pretty soon. And then other things that I just share too with the channel, and reviews and things like that, whatever I can get my hands on. Also, you can find me over at Twitch at Don't Tread on Thee. And then if you want to send me a private message, that would probably be the best way to do it. Just send me a whisper and about whatever, and I'll get back to you. So hopefully you guys are doing well. I'll see you guys on the next one.